In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to connect GitHub to Netlify. We'll walk through the full connection process so you can import a repository from GitHub and get it ready to deploy through Netlify. This is a useful setup if you want your site updates to stay linked to your code repository, making future deployments much easier to manage. To get started, log into your Netlify dashboard. Once you're signed in, you should be on the main area where your projects are listed. This is where you'll create a new connection between Netlify and your GitHub repository. From the dashboard, click Add New Project. This opens the project creation flow and gives you a few different ways to bring a site into Netlify. Since we want to connect an existing repository, the next thing to do is choose Import a Git repository. After that, open the drop-down menu and select Import an existing project. This tells Netlify that you already have a codebase hosted somewhere else and you want to connect it rather than start from scratch. Now look for the section labeled Connect to a Git Provider and click the GitHub button. This is the point where Netlify begins the authorization process so it can access your repositories. If GitHub prompts you to sign in, go ahead and log into your account. You may also be asked to grant permissions to Netlify. During this step, you'll usually be able to choose whether Netlify can access all repositories or only selected repositories. If you want tighter control, selecting only the specific repositories you need can be a good option. Once authorization is complete, Netlify will display a list of the GitHub repositories it can access. From here, locate the repository you want to use and continue into the project setup. This is the key moment where your GitHub account and Netlify become connected. Next, configure your build settings. This part is important because it tells Netlify how to build and publish your site. Depending on your project, this may include things like the build command or the publish directory. If Netlify auto-detects these settings correctly, you may not need to change much, but it's still worth reviewing them before deploying. When everything looks right, scroll to the bottom of the page and click the Deploy Site button. Netlify will then begin pulling your code from GitHub, running the build process, and creating your deployed site. Once the deployment finishes, your GitHub repository will be connected to Netlify and ready for ongoing updates through future pushes to your repository.